What if achieving your biggest goal in business could feel easy? A lot of the time, we think it has to be a grind, but I don't really think so. The problem is that we usually focus on all the wrong things. We push and push and push and push in the wrong area of our business. The simplest metaphor for this is just slamming on the gas pedal in a car with the emergency brake on. It just makes no sense, and you'll likely break something in your car. But in the case of business and trying to achieve a goal, that something you break is usually yourself because you're overworked and you're not getting the results, so it's very demoralizing. So today, we're going to embark on a new journey on this daily show. Over the next 30 days, we're going to figure out where you can get the fastest growth toward your business goals with the least effort and time. I call this uncovering breakthroughs. Whether you already own a business and feel stuck, or not living up to your full potential of yourself or your business, or you're a complete beginner and want the fastest path to success, this is for you. So I started discovering this principle in my very first business. So I was selling a lot of different health supplements, very high quality products. It was going okay. Then I realized I started learning some stuff about SEO, and I was able to buy the domain because the product wasn't trademarked for one of the main products that I sold. So I literally owned thatproduct.com, which back then was a product called Kavinace, Kavinace. So I owned Kavinace.com. It wasn't trademarked. And so then my sales exploded. So that simple marketing shift caused my sales to go up like crazy. Then, as the years passed, I was cranking along with the same supplement business and things were going okay. Then I had a product just take off in the store. It was a homeopathic weight loss supplement called HCG Drops. I had no idea what it was at the time. And that product just started taking off. And then I basically doubled down there. So that led to another whole leap in growth. And then progress a few years forward, I was, going along, getting harder with e-commerce outside of on my own website. Then I discovered this big opportunity on Amazon. And that led to a lot of things. That led to literally over $100 million in sales in multiple businesses, across multiple businesses. And that was all from just discovering this opportunity on Amazon that unlocked huge growth. And another example that I've been talking about a lot on this daily show is our e-commerce business. And so that e-commerce business, we really started pushing hard in 2019. That product was really good. The problem is we had not figured out how to acquire customers on the front end. That's what I did. That's what I came in and figured out. Then all of a sudden now that business does $40 million a year in sales. And so there's even one happening right now in one of my businesses that I can't give you all the details because it's that new and I don't want any of our competitors to know or to figure this out. That particular business has been stuck for a while, but now we're literally printing money every day with this business because of a big marketing breakthrough. Sometimes these breakthroughs are on the product side, the marketing side. They can be on you personally, something you're really stuck on. And when you figure out that area, you can unlock huge growth. And so I believe this is really my specialty because I've seen it time and time and time again. It took me a while to figure this out. I've done it in my own businesses. I've done it for other people. We've had some of our mastermind members, for example. We have a mastermind called the Tycoon Tribe. That's for successful e-commerce entrepreneurs. And we had one guy whose business it was going okay, still doing very well, nice and profitable, not growing a ton. He was getting very distracted with a lot of things. And his breakthrough was on his level of focus. So I kind of coached him. He was like, hey, what would you do if you wanted to get my business to $10 million a year? So I gave him some advice there. Now his business is up $1 million since last year. And so when you focus on the right area, you can grow so much faster, so much easier. So the problem is when you're in the trenches, it's hard to figure this stuff out. Most people just tend to focus on whatever is easiest or whatever is most pleasant. For example, we have another mastermind member. I'm not going to mention this person's name because this is slightly less positive. So this person has a product that was doing very good. Then Chinese sellers came in, kind of ripped it off. And now the product is not doing as well. And so this person was basically just trying to do a whole bunch of marketing for a product that was not that unique or not that special anymore. And that's that whole slamming on the gas pedal with the emergency brake on. So if you're pushing hard in marketing, for example, for a product that's not ideal, your life is going to be so much harder. Yet if you took the time to figure out how to have a bit more of a unique product with a better value proposition in the market, all that marketing effort you do is going to be 10 times more effective. And so more ads in that case is not the answer. It's figuring out that product issue. So if you can figure out what's really holding you back and apply all your pressure there, all your attention, intelligence, energy, you can unlock massive growth very quickly. Your life is easier, life is more fun, stress is lower, and it really feels easy. Yet if you apply pressure in the wrong area, like most of us do most of the time, it's a struggle. You feel like you're working, and you're just making incremental progress versus having these massive leaps in success throughout the year. Now, ways to kind of figure this out, and we're going to get into this in a very deep level over the next 30 days, is first, you got to get clear on what's your biggest goal. What do you really want to accomplish in life, but also in your business? If your biggest goal is to make your business more successful, and so then, okay, within your business, like what does that actually look like? What are you trying to get to? And from what I've seen, bigger goals are better. That's also going to motivate you to find these big breakthroughs, because if your goal is to grow your business by 10%, you don't need much of a breakthrough. But if you want to double, triple your business, if you want to take it from say $1 million to 10 million or 100 million, then you're going to need some of these big breakthroughs, and you can't just do things business as usual. So get super clear on your goal, and hopefully you have a big goal you're after, because that makes this all easier. Another way to think about this that I heard from Andy Grove, the former CEO of Intel, was very famous in Silicon Valley. A lot of the current big companies, Google, Facebook, and whatnot, have taken a lot of management principles from him. I believe his book was called High Output Management, which I highly recommend. He had a question that led to a big breakthrough in Intel, actually. He says, if a CEO were to come in and do your job and how to get quick growth, what would they do? So this almost takes yourself out of the issue, which is why it's easier for me to find a breakthrough in somebody's business than sometimes for them to find it on their own, because they're so stuck in the weeds. So this is a kind of a mental trick for yourself. Take yourself out of the situation. If a CEO were to come in and do your job and had to grow your business, what would they do in that situation? This can sometimes get you new ideas and new inspiration that you're not going to figure out on your own. Another big area that I see is, what have you been avoiding that you know you need to focus on? Like the one person I was talking about in our mastermind, this person had been focusing on a bunch of marketing, but I think this person knew that the product was an issue. And so that's the thing that you probably need to focus on, not just do whatever's easiest. Because sometimes the thing that you've been really dreading, that if you focus there, that can a lot of times lead to the biggest leaps in growth in your business. So over the next 30 days, we're going to go deep to uncover the biggest breakthroughs in your business. So please send any question you have to me via Instagram direct message. My Instagram handle is MattClarkTX. And so if you have any questions, if you just type podcast question and then type your question in there, because my assistant checks those and then she flags any that I need to check myself. And so just put podcast question in there. Please ask me any questions you have about finding these breakthroughs in your business, because I'll use those to guide some of the content over the next 30 days. I've already have an outline for myself of all the stuff I want to cover, basically as if I was coaching you directly in your business. I'm going to go through this process to help you uncover where the biggest opportunities for growth are. But I would love to hear any questions you have. Send me a Instagram direct message, MattClarkTX, and just mark those as podcast question, and I'll try to get to as many of those as possible. And so if you want all the future episodes, please subscribe on your favorite podcasting platform or on YouTube. You get all these for free, and I'll see you tomorrow.